Today we sow wheat in this field, Gregory, and 33. We are going all in on the bread making. Welcome back everyone for another episode of the Countryside Lands. We are doing wheat seeding, but first we have to do weed removing. So, let me see. Yeah, actually I'll bring this back with me. No, this one is, no sorry, this is ready for this thing. Yeah, sorry, I thought I was gonna have to remove the weeds first, but I don't think I do have to do that. Now, just in the interest of time, I will get those guys ready here. Honestly, in the best interest of time, I would put this on the worker while I'm doing everything else. Work on headlands, but start with ups and downs. You are doing wheat. Perfect. Off he goes. While I switch to the weeder. I won't weed these fields before seeding them. I don't know actually if that makes a difference or if that's or what's what, but there's a few things to remember today actually. That is the weeding, and I think, are there weeds on the carrots already? Let me see. Nope, no weeds. That's decent. That saves us a lot of time. This is kind of heavy. I'm thinking I'll take the front weight with me. Or the weight and put it on the front. Yeah, it's a little bit there's a lift. Man, it's lifting up a little bit. So now usually weeding doesn't take long. I think I can fly through here, more or less. I really have to do something with this tramline here. I don't need it here. I will try. No, that works as well. Let me just find the map with the weeds so we can watch that, and I will get a time lapse going here. Enjoy. That is the weeding done, I think, for every field we have. At least that we need to do. Let me see. Soil compaction. Yeah, these are going to be planted today, so I'm not going to bother with them. So, for some reason, I didn't roll here. Oh no. Maybe I wasn't done. Oh, I think between episodes I was supposed to finish the work, but my notes told me to move on to September, so I did. It's not a crisis, if that makes sense. But it should have been done, and I will do it for these two fields. Definitely. Now, while he is doing that, I wanted to do a few rounds of watering, because it's been a while since I've actually done it properly. So let me start, I think, with a greenhouse, but I'll have to take a look first. So, okay, don't... Yeah, perfect. Now, what is the situation here? Water can be refilled up at the village. Don't need there. Sheep can also take some water. And our... Oh yeah, this guy. I need to bring slurry. I'll do that immediately. I mentioned it last episode sometime, and then I forgot between tasks, or actually between some words, I think. I immediately forgot. Oh no. I think it's not in the way. Oh, it's... okay. Couldn't see trees in the way. There's a John Deere on sale. Ooh. I thought this here said 400 horsepower, but it's too... yeah, it's not a large upgrade. And our mind is on the granary. First of all, I think it's called granary. I was thinking of grain mill. I don't know what my mind did there. Alright, 8,000 liters, that's decent. That's almost full, or is it yeah, there's probably some left. Alright, that's our... I was going to find a fancy way to say it, but it's our free corn this year. It was planted when we bought the field. So all we have to do really is harvest it and maintain a little bit, weeding and whatnot. I think I missed the rolling on it though. Alright, I think it's this one here. Yep. Stop it in. Okay, then we fetch it from the pipe here, I suppose. How is it looking now? It is good. It's like 500 to make 100. Yeah, water. I'm gonna fill it up to 40,000 liters just so that it's done. But the problem is that our water supply is basically 6,000 liters at a time. So we might have to do it, you know, off and on a little bit, or find a lake somewhere. I know there's a pond up by the village as well. Might take a few trips up there if it's even worth it. So I will park it a little better than it was parked before. Somewhere here. Alright. Actually, how are my cows doing on TMR though? Perfectly. Alright, it's full already. I can fill up or top up the sheep. And then... yeah, I'll do the greenhouse, and then while I'm up there I will bring some water to the... oh no, to our meat cows. There you go. We have a lot of animals on our farm now. It's amazing. Oh, there's a lot of tomatoes as well. Those, I think, are good in January or so. Yeah, January. They're late winter or midwinter, sorta. We have a lot of honey as well. That's good. You know, by the time of, let's say, March, maybe even April, when these here are done, by the end of April we should be very good with on money. Okay, this is producing, and we need, I would say, like 3 to 4 more trips. So I will be right back once that is done. Alright, I'm on my, I think, 3rd trip up here. I did give them water earlier, so I don't need to stop here. Now it's up here to the left, then to the first right, I think. Not in the village, but yeah. Oh no, the second right. It's not this one. But yeah, I was thinking of something while I was doing this. Oh yeah, the money. We are bleeding heavily, kind of, every month. I think I had about 25,000 before I got over to September. Oh, 23 or something. And that means we have less than 2 months left of just pure funds. Now, that is due to financing. I might have to go over my vehicles and just see how many I have and how many months I have left. But gradually this... oh no, too loud. But gradually this sum will decrease, so our, you know, monthly expenses will become less. But I think I do need at least, not necessarily today, but before next, you know, going over from October to November, I will need to start selling something. And there are a few things. I think canola is good. Oh no, the wrong way. Keep doing that. But yeah, I think canola is good in November. So it might be creeping up to a decent price by October. Because I think I mentioned it previously. I at least had the thought, but you know, even if we can't make the payments, we don't just go negative, but they will charge us 5% extra for all the remaining payments. So every time we miss a payment, it's going to be more expensive to fill up the remainder, or, you know, pay back the remainder. So that's why I can't really, you know, usually with loans and whatnot, we could just, and leasing I think, but we could just go into the negative for November and then sell in November when it's at its best. But with the financing mod, I don't think that's the case, or I know that's not the case. It's you know, it doesn't deduct the money if it can't deduct the whole sum. So, and if that happens to 7, or I don't know how many vehicles we have, 5 maybe 3, I'm not sure. But if that happens to them, then it's a lot of, you know, 5% is a lot, you know, when we're dealing with so many thousands of euros, really. I can't remember from the top of my head which equipment or what equipment we have is leased or financed. So I don't know. I know the shredder is, probably the Ljungberg, but I'm not sure. Oh, this should be almost enough. And then I have something in the mill slash, or not the windmill over there. Slash, what is it called? Well. Oh yeah, this is enough. Nice. I thought it would not be, but that's good. Perfect. So now we are free to do whatever, but not really. We do have to fertilize. And we also have to seed and whatnot, but I think fertilizing shouldn't take too long. I'll just put this map on here, nitrogen. Now I think I have to go... oh man. FPS just dropped significantly. Yeah, I think I do have to go refill at my fertilizing plant. I'll do that just in case. Don't think 580 liters is enough. Now, if I remember last episode, I think the output for bread was completely full. So anything we produce from now on will be stockpiled. But didn't I... yeah, I brought them over here, exactly. Yeah, so no, that's... I had forgotten about that. I brought them over here, so it should be filling up. And that should be nice. And then I think it's January when we should be able to... what am I saying? Oh man, I started thinking of something else. The bread, yeah. We can sell the bread, I think, in January. Maybe it's December. So we are looking at a lot of money there, I think. Now, I think what did I count? I think I counted like one, the grass field, and this one here, and this one at the very least on our shopping list. So still quite a lot to go, but as soon as we get the grain mill, I think we should be in business. So this guy needs to unfold and be... No. It's this one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this needs a little fertilizer, so we should be good here.
What you're doing to me now. They lie, they steal, they fooled us. Deep down I probably knew this. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. So shadow, 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 shadow. But you are bright white gold. They made us lose our focus. The very same hands that formed us. Tomorrow, for you I'd make it a rainbow. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. You are bright white gold. With you by my side, I'm not worried. I think we'll be able to find ourselves again. Blank expressions, empty words. Nothing can keep me away from you. I think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one told us. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. But you were bright white gold.
Alright, that's done. As you probably saw on the time lapse, I put the other tractor into rolling. I only realized it like when I was almost done, but it's good to have them working as much as they can, because the workload is manageable. It's definitely, I couldn't really do less. I'm sufficiently busy, but just saving a little bit of time is always great, I think. Just need to... I'm just trying to put these away somewhere. So, just go there, you go there. Actually, I need to... No, I don't. I tried to fertilize the carrots. I was thinking that, but I already tried and they don't need much. They are happy with what they have. And we do have way more wool than we can ever process. I think, honestly, I can bring... actually, I was going to say I can bring my trailer down there and try to load them, but the tractor available to do that is actually busy, and I don't know if there's that much ready. Nope, there's only 2. So I won't bother with that today. I guess I'll just keep rolling. I don't think... Yeah, I think all of my animals are fed. Food, they will hold for a while, they are good, and they will also hold for a while. I guess I can sell sheep as well, if I need some extra income as well. As well. Yeah. Oh, look at that cloud. Dramatic. I guess I could stack these away, but I think it's fine, really. 28,000 liter capacity to store them in. That's, you know, that's more than enough. Now these here, they will be ready much later, like post-winter. But it says 3 out of 5. That's what I don't understand. Look, the carrots. They're not harvest. Oh no, I'm mixing the colors. Green is seeding, planting season, and harvest season. So that's good. I did it July, so it's November that we get them. That makes sense. I mentioned, I think, in the episode where we're planting them that is basically what we do usually in real life, but I was confused. It isn't. These aren't winter crops, really. But I suppose if you want to like make seed out of them, make them flower, you probably keep them in the ground over winter. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I will. I think I'll just get back on the time lapse again and real quickly finish rolling. Just have to interrupt this guy here. Alright, that's rolling done for both fields, and I think that's all we can do in September, really. Let me take a look. I'm thinking of lime. That is, I think it's too late, technically, but just in... oh. Do I buy the soil information again, or do I... It looks like it's good. So I will jump over first, use the money that I have. Actually, just double checking before I do that. New vehicles, that's 9,000, and then we have property income. That basically nullifies the production costs. Water costs. I didn't know it was costing us anything. Oh, it's probably for the cows. And then wage payment, that is, yeah. So we're looking at 9,000. We have enough. And honestly, I don't think there's nothing for us to sell. There's nothing for us to do on the fields. Everything is done. The wheats are gone from the canola. These two are waiting just on harvest. These two are just waiting to be planted. These are seeded and rolled. So yeah, there's nothing holding us back. I will get into September. I won't probably do all the tasks in no, not in September. We're in September now. We're going to October, and I won't do the whole month this episode. I think we've already gone for a while, but I think there's time for a little bit more. Let's see what October brings us. Alright, yep, that's about 10,000 lost. I need to know, actually, can I see it from here? No, the leasing costs don't show up because it's a financing deal. But let's take a look at, for example, what am I leasing here? Am I leasing the Ljungberg? Nope, that doesn't seem to be. It does say on the lower right hand side here, on the information. I don't know what it's called, legend or whatever. Yeah, it does tell you there. The leasing. Oh, this is probably under leasing. Or nope, it's not. I know this is. Yeah, there you go. Monthly payment 1,300. Remaining total payment 11,700. 9 months left. Now what else is it? Yeah, boys and girls. Most likely girls, since they're producing milk. Okay, this guy here, the rapper, I think that is under financing deal. Yep, that is. So both of those are 2,000 roughly, and we have 20 months left. I took that for a long while. Okay. Anything else? Not this one. I just have a hard time remember what I have been newly acquiring lately. It can't be. Oh, it's these guys as well. Yeah, but these are short term, so 3 months and we're done with them. But they are very expensive, so 3 more. Oh, or no, I thought it was 10,000 a day, but that's the total. So 3,200 plus 1,400. That's 4,600. That's half of our current payment gone in 3 months, but it still means we have to survive, you know, these months, and that is about 30,000 that we're looking at just to get there. Oh, this is this, why is the red thing there? I don't know. 15 months. Yeah, these are things we started with on the map when I started the game on in new farmer difficulty. So we've been going for 50 months. That is impressive. Alright. I guess we can just go ahead here and weed again, so that we are done with all of those kind of tasks. And of course fertilizing. Then our fields are ready for, you know, winter and then spring when we are gonna harvest them. I don't think I actually do. I'm not really reliant on the front weight, so I'll keep this easy, simple and easy, and whatnot. You know what I can actually do? I can treat them technically as the same field here. So I will... Actually, I won't do a time-lapse. You know, it's short, it's a quick one here. We've done many long time-lapses so far, at least 2 of them. I have been trying out a new method of making the time-lapses to make them a little bit faster. It's been a little bit difficult for rendering reasons, but I think I should be able to get them to be faster than only 4 times. You know, it's not a lot of time saved, really. You know, taking 8 minutes down to 2, it's still a lot of footage in a way. Look at this beautiful scenery. I need to take a screenshot here, I think. No, I need to go up. This is a mod screenshot. I think it's just called screenshot or screenshot mod or something. I don't know. This looks beautiful to us now, but I don't know how it's going to translate on you know, the screenshot, but at least we have it. Yeah, this saves us a little bit time on turning around, and I was actually thinking earlier, you know, that one day maybe we can combine these fields here. Right now they're on separate rotation plans, but after a while, maybe after the grain mill is in, we have stockpiled a lot of grain, and these here are growing pretty well as well. So after that is in, and we're starting to, you know, if we have removed the bottleneck of the current grain mill, and maybe we can look into, you know, combining the fields and have like a one large harvest. Might be a nice finale sort of idea. I did mention it last recording, but I can't remember if I included it into the episode about going for 50 episodes at minimum, and then there's also other goals, you know, buying the neighboring land. I don't know if I can get to the what is it called again? The canning factory production. All of our money is tied into grain mill at the moment, so, or going there. So yeah. But we are, what is this, 43? So yeah, there's still a few more episodes to go, but if we do 1 more month per episode, then we are only 7 months away from last, so that's not even a year. But usually during winter I tend to jump through the months a little faster because there isn't much to do. Oh, that was close. Okay, I feel like I need to do this more properly here. This is going on well. Getting on well, I think that's really the saying. I'm actually a little bit curious. Let me put on a cruise control here. We have the yield tracker. Do I have any yield history on 80? On what is it, 32? 31 and 32 on wheat. Okay, there is one. Okay, not where. I just felt like I had to turn around soon, so let me get that done. All right, there. All right. So on year 4, which was previous, the old was on year 5. So we had 30,000 roughly on year 4. So that's gonna be good to see if we're gonna increase it this time, because now we have finally understood, you know, the fertilizing, and we're removing the weeds now, and then we rolled and everything. So if we get more than 30,000 from Gregory, we should be good. But if we're looking at roughly 30,000 on there, I don't think I've had wheat on... Oh no, this is 31. It is 33. Yeah, we never had wheat on there. Okay, I'll just finish this wheating and then I'll take a look at the menus again. There isn't that much left and it's just distracting. Yeah, there seems to be a strip down there on 33 and a little bit in the corner there on Gregory. I swear, time is such a weird concept. I felt like the time lapse of rolling took forever, but I'm looking at the recording timer now, and it's been roughly the same amount now. Maybe a little bit less, 11 minutes, 12 almost. And I swear I just started doing this here. Maybe time goes by faster when you're talking. But yeah, I was thinking I was gonna combine, or not combine, I was gonna look into, you know, how much I can expect from this yield here. So if I jump out here now, this here should tell me expected yield. Crop rotation yield is 120, so we're looking at something very great. Now, what I was looking for is that when oats on field 33 were, no, not 33, 32. Let's see, no, 31. So 30,000 wheat was about 22,000 of oats. So it's just little, it's like 70%, 75 maybe. So we're looking at 12 to 20,000 on this field. No, 12 to 20. Sorry. 12 to 13 or 15 maybe max. So we'll definitely see. It will be interesting. Total like 42,000 liters of wheat. We have 11 waiting already. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I'm hesitant to put them into the grain mill that we currently have because I'm trying to empty it so that we don't waste any grain. I would rather have as much grain as I can to go into the grain mill, the actual good grain mill, before we go there. But yeah, I think... No, it's the fertilizing. I was thinking... Yep, I have this ability to forget things I just mentioned. But the problem here now is... there is not enough... Oh no. I don't think there's enough fertilizer. Yeah, last on Honeyfield we spent about... 300... No, 900 liters. So this might cover everything. Might not be enough. I'll just use this here as a road, although it isn't. Let's unload and activate. Oh, I'm trying to unload there. Yeah, the tramline somehow, for some reason, didn't accept the weeder, removing the weeds. So I don't know. But you can see the map here. I think this darker section on Honeyfield kind of ruined the average. But I think it's all fine. Now, this is wheat that also requires good amount of fertilizer. I will start... I think it's better to get Gregory going. It's a larger field, so if we get 1% extra yield, it means more total, if that makes sense. Look at that, it's a beautiful green color. Definitely needed some nitrogen. Alright, now it took a little while, but also it kinda... There are some blind spots I think on this field here, but that's because the soil information is outdated, I think. Although it shouldn't really matter for the fertilizer, I think, because it's based on the crop type, not the soil information. But yeah, that is decent here, and yeah, it just went on full on there. I think, how much is this costing me? I'm gonna do this. I need the information to be up to date, because then we can make more out of it. 92, 99, that's pretty good. 60 is our lowest because that's a field we haven't really been doing much with, but 92, 69, this is... I maybe should pay attention to it because it's part of... it's decreasing our overall score, but I don't think it's that much. It's not worth it, really. Yeah, overall, I think we should be good for today. Yeah. I think next time we will continue in October as well, of course. But that, at least just so that we can sell something. I'll have a better look at it in between episodes. Because, yeah, it's not really exciting footage. At any rate, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and that you join next time when we continue and get further into winter. Maybe if we are already into November in the middle of next episode, we will go through all of the winter, you know, start selling. But it might have to be split into 2 episodes as well. But I'm hoping we should be at 288,000 by end of winter to buy the grain mill. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe on your way out, and take care. Goodbye.